Gunther in the wall there on the exit turn 5.
Oh my God, rolled over.
Well, yellow turn 12, that's David Beckman in the Cupra Kiro who's gone into the wall, not for the first time this weekend. So, at the moment, 6 laps to go, and it's Da Costa, Verline that lead. Rowland in attack mode has still got some deployment left here, so it could be Christmas come early for Oliver Rowland and for Nissan.
And watch the restart, because he can accelerate with the four-wheel drive now. Watch him go. Yeah, we're on board with Rowland. Watch when he puts the power down. Can he out-drag Jake Dennis down towards turn 1?
This is going to be easy, surely, for him. Green light is on then, and we go side by side. Oliver Rowland on the inside of Jake Dennis, down into the first corner. The Briton up through and into third place. Next target, the 2 Tag Heuer Porsches. On the inside, he lunges up to the underneath Pascal Verline and goes through into turn 5. Oh, contact there between them. Rowland on board, we ride, and now he's going to have the advantage of traction. And Da Costa tries everything he can to defend, but Rowland is through and into the lead at turn 12. Oliver Rowland in the Nissan leads, and to the delight of the Nissan team, it is now a golden opportunity for the Britain to try and take the victory. But there's another safety car here. What's happened? It's Mitch Evans, I think, who's come a cropper.
That's going to make it very tricky for well, Mitch Evans was the one, wasn't it, that we thought was going to do the 4 minutes, but even Taylor Barnard to take his attack mode. So, yeah, look, Evans, his steering's broken. You can see the wheels are askew. So that is a real shame for Mitch Evans. But Oliver Rowland, he had 1 lap.
Well, let's see how Tictum can play this one. He'll know that he's got more energy. They'll be able to see that, but Barnard's ready to try and spoil the British Drivers' Party. He's going to have the inside line on the switchback, and Barnard goes through on Dan Tictum for third place.
Unbelievable move. Where did that come from?
Around the outside. Like, Tictum had to slow down a little bit, and then Barnard went around the outside, and he was inside for the next corner. Brilliant.
That was fantastic, but look at Verline challenging Oliver Rowland down into the chicane, side by side. Contact between the two. They managed to somehow exit the corner in the same positions that they entered, but Verline trying to get aggressive on Oliver Rowland for the race lead. This is going to be an absolute corker of an end to this one.
So here we are, turn 15 on the exit here. This is where we've seen some of the moves. Now you're coming up to the really difficult 16. Barnard again.
Barnard looking for the inside, trying to challenge for the outside. Here comes Tictum looking for the inside line against Taylor Barnard. Into the bottom chicane, it's going to bottleneck up, nearly 3 abreast. Tictum going for the outside of Pascal Verline. Doesn't manage to make it stick, but does get ahead of Taylor Barnard for third place. Down the start finish straight we go. Tictum through for second. Down into turn 1, Mortara on Barnard as well. This is getting frantic, fast and frenetic somehow. And now Dennis, look at this as well on Mortara, challenging for positions. What a race this is turning out to be. It's Rowland in front of Verline. Tictum now through into third. Dennis on the inside of Mortara. Carbon fibre crushed and damaged there, but Barnard's in the wall.
Will we see a safety car or a full course yellow to neutralise this race? What amazing racing.
I've lost power.
Probably just mode 0 and then back. DMS 1 then DMS 2.
I don't have anything, mate.
It's a title decider in Tempelhof as the lights go out and we go racing. Away we go, and a good start from Robin Freins off the start of the front row of the grid. Mitch Evans, though, gets the advantage down towards turn 1. Look at the DS Penske of Maximilian Gunther on the outside. Rowland there in the middle. 3 abreast in the mid-pack down into the first corner. But Evans gets the whole shot, gets the advantage, but Jake Dennis is stranded on the grid. So that's a disaster there for Jake Dennis.
Okay, it's gone to safety car. See if we can get this underway. Any errors still? Any errors?
I've got a drive again. Error yellow 2048.
Copy.
I've got error grey 0. I've lost power again. Okay, I've got no drive again.
Okay.
I've got
Just
no
try to get
brakes.
it back.
I've got no brakes. Yeah.
So down through into turn 4 we go. Verline is that leads. He's got 8% of energy. Nato's got a fair amount more expendable compared to the Tag Heuer Porsche driver. Freins there in third place, but that will not be third on the road. So this is going to be interesting to see how it all works out once we wait for whatever the post-race penalties are going to be if those who have still got the attack mode deployment remaining at the end of this one have not used it all. By our calculations, it looks like it'll be Lucas de Grassi who will come home in second place in the Lola Yamaha Apps machine, which will be an emphatic result. Sam Bird's going through on the inside, but he, of course, is one of the drivers with that 6 minutes of attack mode remaining who won't be using it to the end of this one. But look here at Norman Nato trying to challenge Pascal Wehrlein into the chicane. Side by side they go, and Wehrlein, of course, not in that active attack mode, whereas Nato is. So is Nato going to try and take the win on the road and try and argue the difference at the checkered flag of this race? Maybe Fried's behind will be trying to follow a similar strategy.
Don't do anything silly with too much attack mode remaining.
And his race engineer Fabrice Roussel there just saying exactly what we've been echoing in the commentary box then. So out of the final corner we go, and across the line it's going to be Pascal Wehrlein who surely will take victory. Who's going to get it first on the road? Nato takes first on the road, Wehrlein in second, Freitz in third, Roland in fourth and Bird in fifth position. De Grassi comes over the line in sixth with Da Costa down there in seventh place. So there we are, 10-second time penalty for Freitz, Barnard, Bird, Nato and Roland for attack mode misusage. So the race result will be that Da Costa is going to be on the podium in third place. So a double podium for Tag Heuer Porsche. That man that we just saw, Pascal Wehrlein, opening his checkbook, the reigning world champion, with his first victory of the season. So Wehrlein, De Grassi, Da Costa is going to be the podium result, and you have to feel for Norman Nato. He didn't do anything wrong, did he, really? It's unfortunate for him. He's had great pace this weekend, best we've seen so far.
Gunter's got a little bit more in hand. Does he have the opportunity though? Only 2 chicanes to go, Tom.
This is absolutely critical there for Oliver Roland, so he's counting down the energy. Look at the graphic on the left-hand side of your screen, and this is going to be absolutely nose-to-tail action between 4 drivers for the victory in this run. Is Max Günther going to go for the lunge on the outside against Oliver Roland? He does, and Günther goes through and into the lead of the final couple of corners of this race. Out of it now, the DS Penske driver wins here in Jeddah. It's Max Günther on top from Oliver Roland, Taylor Barnard and Nick de Vries. What a grandstand finish we've had here in Jeddah, and ultimately it was pole position for Günther, and it's the race victory at the end of 31 laps. What a finish in Saudi Arabia. So coming down through turn 16 and in towards the final corner we go for Dan Ticktum. It is all on the line here for the Briton as he comes across the timing line to begin his one and only flying lap here in Tokyo.
Yeah, beautifully launched out the final corner there. Sacrificed 17 to make sure he had a good exit of 18. Looks very precise through turn 1 and turn 2. Turn 3 also. It's looking very nice. Will he hit his apexes? Yes. Good rotation in turn 4 and super close again for that second apex. He comes through 5 and goes into turn 6.
Completely in the zone, isn't he, Dan Ticktum? What about Oliver Roland? What can he respond with through the first couple of corners? His car looking a little bit more on the ragged edge here through the first couple.
He's fighting the car there through turn 2 and 3 and a little bit wider on the entry into turn 4 as well.
So Ticktum through the first sector, 29.5. That is an absolute stonker in the first part of the lap. What can Oliver Roland do in response as Ticktum threads the eye of a needle through turns 10 and 11?
That looks amazing from Dan Ticktum. The amount of speed he carried through that chicane. We haven't seen anyone going that fast. And a huge moment there for Oliver Roland in turn 9, almost in the wall on the exit.
So close to it. If he wasn't in the wall, he must have just grazed it. Harries it through the chicane, does Roland. He was a tenth and a half down.
No.
Ticktum stopped though.
No.
He's slowing down. What's gone wrong for Dan
Touched the
Ticktum?
wall, I guess.
Has he hit the wall? Has he got a technical problem? But Ticktum's run for pole position has come to an end.
He did the best Sector 1, the best Sector 2 we've seen of anybody all weekend.
Oh, what a shame for Dan Ticktum. It will be a career best front row start, but Oliver Roland is going to be gifted pole position here in Tokyo. It's 2 for 2 from Nissan then, and it's pole position in round 9 on Sunday for Oliver Roland here in Tokyo.
Oh, big impact there on the exit of turn 15. He's just taken a little bit too much speed into the corner.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. We were so excited to see that lap. He did everything right up until that moment.
The lap of Roland was not even that fast.
And in fact, Evans has been able to take a slight advantage by all that battling going on. He managed to pull away another length or 2. Meanwhile, Barnard's gone ahead of Sam Bird. Oh, in the background, there is Bird on the left of the orange cars, and oh no, contact! Oh,
That's Günther in the wall there on the exit turn 5.
Oh my God, rolled over.
A big crash there for one of the, I think it was one of the Porsches. I really hope it's okay. I think I saw a car upside down. I did.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah, so we have had one of them go
Line
off.
upside down.
And it could well be Fairline and Cassidy. Looks like they've had an involvement.
Red flag, red flag.
Yes, I'm okay. Send someone quickly, please.
Yes.
Turn me around. Fast.
Yeah, Roland had a little slide there actually at the second part of Portier into the tunnel. There's riding on board with De Vries, so watch, this is the move for the lead coming up.
So out of the tunnel we go then, side by side. Roland to the outside against Byrne. Can he make it stick this time to the Nouvelle chicane? This is brave, it's bold, it's off onto the escape road and over the curve. There's no room there for Roland to go through side by side, but he was alongside Byrne, and now they still run side by side. Here comes Nick De Vries, 2 places in 1 corner, down into Tabac, fantastic, but he runs it wide, he's onto the wall on the outside, and Byrne now side by side and making contact with the Dutchman as well. Look as well at Buemi trying to find his way through too.
I think there's a last corner lunge coming. Tictum is there. Tictum is right there. Watch this, coming through 8. Now 9. This is the final opportunity to the chicane job. Does Tictum go for it?
He does! He goes through on the outside, but look at Byrne trying to find his way through. Max Günther takes his 7th Formula E career victory here in Shanghai, but who gets second place on the podium?
Byrne.
It's Byrne! It's a 1-2 for Diaz Penske.
Oh my God! 1-2! Yes!
Just remember that De Vries has only got 4 minutes more of attack mode, whereas Dennis has got 6. So the next time they take it, they'll both lose time, but then there'll be 2 extra minutes of attack mode, or effectively 2 laps of extra for Jake Dennis.
Yeah, you can see these 2 drivers cycling their way through and just, you know, using a lot more pace that they've got underneath them in sort of the mid 1 minute 8 second lap times as it stands for now. This is now on never time here for Nick De Vries, down into the final corner then here, Team Radio.
Okay, just manage your target as you need.
De Vries down the start finish straight, attacking against Jake Dennis. Dennis again goes for that defensive line, but De Vries has got more power. Oh, contact! And Dennis loses front wing down into turn 1. A very aggressive chop over from Nick De Vries, and it's cost Jake Dennis his front wing, and I'm sure the stewards are going to be looking at that one.
What was that?
Right, keep your head, wing looks alright.
What? No, mate, it's not. It's under the tyre. It's under the tyre, man.